Welcome to the Who Knew program, Winterize Your Garden, sponsored by the local history department of the Community Library of Allegheny Valley. A gardener's work is never done, and during the fall is the perfect time to get your growing spaces ready for winter. Let's see where to begin. It isn't much fun, but fall cleanup is where to begin. Step 1, clean out all the weeds. Anything you wouldn't want in your garden during the growing season, take out. Rake up all the leaves from any trees and save for mulching later. Next, make leaf compost. Using the gathered leaves, run over them with your lawnmower and turn them into leaf mulch. Flower beds benefit the most from leaf mulch. Vegetable gardens like straw or green manure. A cover crop planting meant to be turned over into the soil in spring. Examples are ryegrass, clover, and oats. Let's prepare the trees and grasses for winter. Continue watering until it frosts, then mulch. Only prune the dead wood. Reshaping should be done in early spring as pruning stimulates the growth. Continue to cut your yard grass and leave clippings on the lawn to add nitrogen back into the soil. You can also seed and fertilize before winter. This will promote growth in the spring. Step 4, plant your bulbs. Plant your spring bulbs before the ground freezes. Planting early, mid, and late varieties of bulbs gives a beautiful showing all spring. Here's a picture of an early bulb called Snowdrop. It's a delicate flower that will be one of the first flowers to push through the snow each year. Step 5, new and transplanted plants. Now's the time to transplant any small shrubs or perennials. When trying to establish new trees, shrubs, or rose bushes, they often need extra protection from the harsh winter winds. A winter blanket is just what's needed. Don't forget your new flower beds. Being established in the first season, they still need a little extra coverage over the winter. Drape a garden cloth over the entire area. Covering new evergreens can also prevent winter burn. Here's several examples. Step 6, perennials and annuals. Perennials are plants that live more than 2 years. Some examples are blueberries, asparagus, rhododendrons, phlox, daylilies, hydrangeas, garlic, and onions. Many need no more than a trimming or cutting back after the first frost. Annuals are plants that flower and die in one season. Some annuals, like geraniums and mums, can even be brought indoors for the winter. We've cleaned up our garden for now. Let's take a look at the winter care for houseplants. Everyone needs a little R&R, and for houseplants, winter is the time to get it. Daylight is drastically reduced, the air is dry, and temperatures are cool. Not the perfect growing conditions. Follow these steps coming up to keep your houseplants in shape through the winter. Watering. Neglect with respect. Water just once a week and allow the water to drain completely. Fertilization really isn't necessary for houseplants during the winter, but if you do fertilize, dilute by 50% and do sparingly. Keep your plants clean. A simple bubble bath by hand is all it takes. Plants can be placed in the sink and sponged off the leaves, then wiped dry with clear water. Larger plants can be sponged off in the shower. Now, if you were afraid to take care of the finicky African violet in your home, Because you heard it was too hard, let's look at some of these tips for beautiful violets that you can do yourself. Here's a beautiful picture of a blooming purple violet, and from just one plant you can propagate many from simple leaf cuttings. By cutting off the leaf that's healthy and leaving on the leaf stem, you can insert the leaf stem into a hole in the growing medium you've chosen and water thoroughly. In just about 3 to 4 weeks, new leaves and plants will be peeking through the ground, and after several months, when each new plant has 2 to 3 leaves on it, you can now repot. Violets can also be propagated by plant division or grown from seed. These beautiful house plants remind us of the spring and summer, even when it's cold and dreary in the middle of winter. Here's a few tips from local gardeners. What to do with your herbs? Microwave them. They'll keep their color better and they don't brown like they do in the oven. From Rachel. Bulbs. We all know bulbs for the spring are better planted before it gets cold. But if you forget to plant your spring bulbs before the snow flies, place them in the freezer and plant outside in the spring. Works great. From my grandmother, Ely. Mulching. We know how important that is. It helps bring back nutrients to your lawn, but make sure the layer of leaves is not too thick, or you'll kill the grass. The mulch leaves will keep your outdoor plants warm and protected in the cold of winter. From a Sewickley Academy gardener. Winter garlic. Hardneck garlic is a great choice for our climate in western Pennsylvania. Other choices for your outside garden might be carrots, beets, leeks, winter onions, and kale. Did you know that kale can survive to a negative 15 degrees? Flowering houseplants. We talked of some of the ones that can be made into houseplants. My additional ones are pansies and Gerber daisies. Make sure you spray before bringing the plants inside to kill any bugs hiding in the foliage. An effective spray mixture is 1 tablespoon of Dawn to 1 quart of water, an inexpensive alternative to horticulture oil. From a great website, gardeningknowhow.com. Let's not forget the roses. But wait till a hard-killing frost happens before covering them. Remove all but 3 to 5 healthy canes on each bush or climbing rose. Cut the canes on a bush 12 to 18 inches and on climbing roses 30 to 36 inches. Water the soil thoroughly. Then once the ground freezes, the bush will take care of itself. Some other rose directions from Dave Vargo, Arnold Feed and Garden Center. The beginning gardener as well as the experienced gardener can always use more useful tips. Here are a few useful resources that you might be able to use. The website gardeningknowhow.com, the website garden.org, the website aswp.org, from the Audubon Society Beechwood Center, and the website wildflower.org, Lady Bird Johnson's Wildlife Center site. For those of you watching who may want more specific directions on wintering plants from outside to inside, we have free instruction sheets available at the library for these following plants: geraniums, pansies, mums, poinsettias, and Gerber daisies. Please stop in anytime the library is open, 10 till 6, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, as well as 10 till 2 on Friday and Saturday. In your garden from the Who Knew series. Thank you for supporting the library's programs. If you enjoyed today's performance, you may want to join us next month, December 15th at 6 o'clock, for Ethnic Holiday Traditions.